Hello guys. In this series of videos, which I'm gonna start now, I'm gonna start with a career play in Dirt Rally 2015. Now, I bought this game a few weeks ago. I've been messing around with settings, with setups, driving the rallies, Rallycross. And what I've done today is basically reset all my progress. So I'm completely gonna start as if anyone else would just buy the game and come into the game. So we are August 28, 2015 today, and we are in version, as you can see here, version 0.700, which has the latest updates which came a few days ago. So we're gonna start here. So first you sign into a RaceNet. This is what you get if you get the game. So you have a career, you have some sort of leagues. You can do a custom event where you can just do whatever rally, Rallycross or hill climb you want to do, with whatever car you want to do. Just well, it's a good thing to learn the tracks, to do some training, let's put it that way. You have a profile, and I believe it's driver details, or driver driver details, I think it is, yep. Here you can change your name, your age category, your the country you're from, to save it. And if you reset the progress, you can do that anytime when you're playing the game, and that will basically put you back to scratch one, starting all over again, which that's what I've done. So I will press escape this time. I'm saying press escape because I'm using the keyboard. I don't have a wheel yet, so I'm playing with the keyboard. Game preferences, well, that's transmission. I put the ABS, I will put it on 3, traction control on 3, stability on 2. It goes from 1 to 5, so, and the rest. The co-driver calls, you can put it on very earlier, normal or later. I just put them on normal. That's depending on the time when the co-driver gives you an idea of what's upcoming. You can put it very early if you want. So what do we have here? So if you enter career, which I will do now, you have a championship, the garage, which will be empty. You have the 1960s, 1970s, I will show you, which is the Mini Cooper S in the Fulvia for the 60s. For the 70s, it's an Opel Kadett, Fiat Abarth 131, Ford Escort Mark II, and a Lancia Stratos. For the 1980s, we have two cars there, BMW M3 E30, the Ford Sierra Cosworth, the RS 500, Group B 4-wheel drive, an MG Metro, Audi Sport Quattro, the Ford RS 200, Peugeot 205 T16, which is a little beast, but well, it's mainly it's set up, no matter what setup you do for it, it's set up for the hill climb. And the rally car in this game, well, it's extremely powerful but very hard to control. So if you at one point want to get a 4-wheel drive B-class, I wouldn't go for this one. And the Lancia Delta S4. Then we have Group B real-wheel drive cars, which are the Opel Manta 400 and the Lancia Evo 2. And then you have Group A cars, Ford Escort, the Subaru Impreza 1995 and the Lancia Delta HF Integrale. Then one of the updates brought this category as well, F2 kit cars. At this point there is a Seat Ibiza kit car and a Peugeot 306 Maxi. Then you have the 2010s, which is the Mini Countryman Rally Edition, and the Ford Fiesta RS Rally. As you can see, the numbers in the red, those are the credits which those cars cost. And as you can see on the right top of my screen, I have, as any new player, you get 50,000 credits. It basically means you can only buy a car from the 1960s when you start your career at first. Later on, when you earn some credits, you can get all the cars you want. And for the hill climb, which is another category, all we've seen before is all the rally cars. For the hill climb, which is a different championship, we have the Peugeot 205 T16, as I mentioned before, the Audi Sport Quattro S1, and the Peugeot 405 T16. Different prices, 175, 225, 300,000. Also a bit more powerful each time. And then we have the Rallycross Supercross. When they brought the Rallycross, there were 3 cars in it, and the version 0700 update from a few days ago brought another 3, I believe. So new in the game now is the Citroën DS3, the Ford Fiesta, which was there from first moment they brought Rallycross. Same goes for the Volkswagen Polo and the Peugeot 208 RRX. Mini Countryman also came a few days ago, and the Subaru hatchback WRX STI. Those are the Rallycross cars you can get. Now, this game is an early access game, which means they bring updates every now and then. And I'm going to show you here for a minute. This is a list going, which I found. As you can see, Mini Cooper S and the Lancia Fulvia are in the game. And on that list, this list is, I believe it's 2 years old. It's it's sort of hanging about on the internet. So for the 1970s, all cars are in the game. For the 1980s, we have those 2, and the Renault 5 Turbo and the Opel Ascona are not in the game. Are they going to come? Well, this list is a possible, could all be coming into the game or not. It's not confirmed anywhere, but at this point, every update they bring something new. They also usually bring some new cars, and at this point they basically are following this list. So for the Group B is complete. 4-wheel drive cars, the rear-wheel drive cars, we have the Lancia and the Opel Manta, Mazda RX-7, Renault 5 Maxi Turbo, not in the game yet. For Group A, those 3 are in. The Toyota Celica GT4, it's not in yet, or they're gonna bring it. Who knows? Maybe later. I believe the early access lasts till about the end of the year, and afterwards maybe they will bring some of these cars into I don't know, maybe some DLC packs or something. Because at this time, when you buy the early access game, you will get the updates for free. So the Rally, the Peugeot 306 and the Ibiza kit car for the Rally F2, the Vauxhall Astra kit car and the Renault Megane are not in the game yet. This category is not in the game at all at this moment, which is the RC 2000s, Ford Focus, Impreza, Citroën Xara, Skoda Fabia, not there yet. This one, WRC 2010s, the Mini Countryman and the Ford Fiesta are in, Ford Focus and the Citroën C4 not there yet. That's one. Here's the rest of the list. This is more like the new things. Hill Climb Classic Unlimited, the Audi Quattro and the 405 are in, and a Peugeot 205 T16 is in as well, which isn't on this list, so I added it myself here on the list. Hill Climb Modern Unlimited, Ford Fiesta, Peugeot 208, Suzuki SX4, that category is not in the game yet. And the World Rallycross cars, those are Citroën DS3, Fiesta 208, Volkswagen Polo, Subaru Impreza, Mini Countryman. 6 are in, the Skoda Fabia isn't in yet. Are they still gonna bring it? I don't know. And then these categories over here, these 4, Rally R1, R3, Rally R4, Rally R5, and Rally WRC 2015, none of them are in the game. But if I'm not mistaken, the next update, which will most likely will be version 0800, they will bring the Finland Rally into the game. Most likely there will also be some new cars coming with that. After that, there is an update called Modern Masters, and it wouldn't surprise me if they bring these categories with the Modern Masters update, or at least the WRC 2015 cars, which are basically the rally cars that are driving in the real world in the Rally Championship of 2015. So Citroën DS3, Ford Fiesta, VW Polo, and the Hyundai i20. R5 category, that's the latest category in the lower divisions or in the European Championship. That's Ford Fiesta, Peugeot 208, and the Citroën DS3. Citroën DS3, it's in the game because they brought it into the Rallycross, so most likely that will be available in the rally very soon. So I'm not sure about the other categories. Are they ever gonna bring them? Maybe later in a DLC pack. We'll see. So back to the game. What do you have to get? Obviously you need a car if you want to start a career. You can get it here in your garage, or you can get it when you start your career, and then they will tell you, well, you can't start your career without a car, so you need a car. But I will get it now. I have 50,000 credits, so I know that all the others, if you'll go and look for the number, let's say 1970s, you will see it start at 62,500 and the prices go up till 75,000, which I don't have yet. So the only thing you can do as a new player is 1960s, and you have the options between a Mini Cooper S and a Lancia Fulvia. The Lancia Fulvia is a bit more powerful, 115 brake horsepower versus 100 for the Mini Cooper. But I've driven all the cars in custom events or even bought them at one point. So I'm not a fan of the Fulvia. Although it's a bit more powerful, I prefer the Mini for the 1960s. Fulvia costs 40,000 credits and 37,500 for the Mini, so I will go for the Mini. Yes, I would like to purchase this, thank you. So, then you get, once you purchased it, you get a few options. In my case, since I'm using the keyboard, I have to change with F3 or F4 to change the liveries. There are about 7, I think. I will go for number 7. Seeing I was born on the 7th, why not? So that's okay. We've got that. We've got our car now. Now, team management. Because you not only need a car, you also need a crew. And those come into play after the rally or during the rally for repairs and stuff. You have in rallies you have 30 minutes repair time. In Rallycross you have 1 hour repair time. And if you don't have a crew, well, then it costs way more time to repair something than if you do have a crew. So at this point I have a crew chief. That's you get a crew chief. He's at level 1 now, but as you drive along and do more rallies, he will improve and eventually end up into level 5, I believe. And it also comes with perks, but those perks you have to, as you can see, 160 kilometers, which is about 100 miles. So you have to drive 100 miles in the game in stages, and then it will unlock one of the perks. And what is a perk? Well, basically it means that they can work 10% faster on whatever you buy. You have to buy it. It can be a British manufactured car or a French manufactured car or American manufacturers. There are other things you can buy with those. But that's later into the game. This one is empty, so I can get an engineer. So I'll press enter, and then here you get the list of engineers, and they go from 3,200 credits. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And then, for instance, first is Arponen, and then you get all kind of numbers here. So this guy, basically the highest number is on exhaust, so this guy specializes in exhaust, and second highest number is engine. So this one is good for exhaust and engine. This one it's more into bodywork and lights and stuff like that. This one is gearbox, specializes in gearbox. This one also bodyworks, gearbox, so it's kind of the same like the other two. And this one is let's see, also bodyworks. Yeah, right. What I basically do is the radiator. If you crash, if you hit a wall or something, the radiator is one of the first things to go. So if you get an engineer, that's the first thing you want. Get someone with the highest score for radiator. So for the 3,200 credits, it's 62 here for Arponen, 64, 63, 64, 45. Don't want to get that guy. 67. This one is highest. So you could get this one, Lynch. Or you could wait and get them later, because, like I said, it starts at 3,200, but it goes all the way up to 42,000. And those are the big shots. As you can see, numbers are in 80s, 90s. And it also improves your team rating. My team rating at this point is 5. In that, well, basically I get 5 points because I have a crew manager, but so I'm gonna do it step by step, and I'm gonna get I have 1 slot, so I want someone who is pretty good on those 3 first here: engine, turbo, radiator. Especially the radiators. If you hit something like a rock, or first thing to go is the radiator, and so you need the best score for radiator. And what did we say? It was Lynch. But I have 12,500 credits, so I'm gonna see. I think there is 12,000 category. Yep, there it is. Up to 14, and that's in red, so I can't get those, but I can get those. So what I want is the highest score for radiator in the 12,000 category. So it's 55, 74, 77 here for Shimizu. 73, 74, 82, 84. So this one is the best. Bottesini, sounds Italian. He's pretty good in radiator and exhaust. So I'm gonna get this one, and then I will get another one from the 12,000 category for my first championships. Later on I will improve to the 42,000. So what I want next is engine and turbo, the highest. I'm gonna look for this now. 73, 64, 70s. This is a good one. Shimizu. Yeah, this is. I'll probably go for Shimizu next, but I will get Botticini now because radiator is my biggest concern now, and I only have a slot for one engineer, so I will get this one, and I'm gonna hire it, which leaves me with 500 credits at this point. So my team rating already went up from 5 to 16 by doing this. So I have a crew chief now. I have and what I've done now is I hired this engineer for, as you can see, 32 stages. After you've driven 32 stages, you have to extend his contract, which you do by with the keyboard pressing F4, and it costs you 12,000 every 32 stages. So, but you can also, after 32 stages, you can also replace this guy if you want, because then he's done all the work for you. So, okay, that's that. Now, before we start, I will let you show. So there are basically there are 3 categories: rally, hill climb, and rallycross. And they all start, when you start your career, they all start in Open Championship. And there are 4 categories. So you have Open Championship, Clubman Championship, Professional Championship, Elite Championship, and finally Master Championships. What you have to do to improve, you basically have to do a championships which contains in the Open Championships 4 rallies. The 4 rallies which are in the game at this moment being Greece, Germany, Monte Carlo and Wales, and they all you have to do 4 stages in each of them. And after those 16 stages in total, you have to be in the top 3 of the championships to move up to the next championship. If you don't make the top 3, then you have to start all over again. Try to make the top 3 in let's say in the next year. The same goes for the hill climb and for the rallycross. And then there is this category, which is the World Rallycross Championship. And as you can see, that will unlock by reaching Professional Rallycross Championships, which is this one, but it's open. So you have to first get in the top 3 of the Open Championships, then do the same in the Clubman Championships, and then you will progress to the Professional Championships. By doing so, you will also unlock this one. But I will do that later, because first I'm going to show you something else, which is online events. Now, you have online events and player versus player events. This one is brand new, the player versus player, and that's basically an online rallycross against other players. So whoever is out there playing the game, you can, if you press enter, you can create a championships, online custom championship or championship playlist. There you go. And then you can buy one of those cars, unless you have one. If you have one in your garage, you can use that one. But seeing I'm starting a new career, I don't have any of them, so I can't play it at this moment. But you can also, by pressing F2 on the keyboard, you can also loan one of these cars for 1500 credits per event. So you can join there. If you don't have enough funds to buy one of these cars, you can join by loaning or renting one of them. I'm not going to do that now, but I will. There are also called online events. So clicking it, getting in. So what do you get? You get a daily stage of Rallycross, where they basically will give you a car and you have to do a final. So it's only one race on a certain track. This time it's Lydden Hill in England, in the Clubman circuit. There are 3 circuits on a rallycross. You have the junior, which is the smallest one, then the medium, which is the clubman, and then you have the full circuit, which is the entire circuit. Another daily stage, that's Rally, Monte Carlo, Ford Escort Mark II. I don't have a Ford Escort Mark II in my garage, so if I press it, as you can see, 1970s. You want to participate, you have to buy this car, unless you have it in your garage, which I don't at this point. And the same goes for the weekly event. It's Group B, weekly event, available vehicles 0, so I can't participate in the weekly event yet. And the other one, same story. I don't have a big Group B car, so I can't participate in that. And this is a monthly event. If to kit car, I don't have a car, also can't participate in that one. But so I will do this one. So that's an online event, and you basically you try to set a time, and tomorrow or in a few days, whenever you log back on, you will get credits for your, depending on your time and depending where you finished in the standings. So if you finished in the bottom tier, you will get somewhere between 1,000 and 3,000 credits. If you get if you finished in the middle tier, you will have something between 3,000 and 5,000, or I believe, or maybe even a bit more. And if you finished in the top tier, you will get like some up to 20,000 credits, I think. So it's a good way to earn some credits just by doing a daily stage. It's only one stage. Well, it's two, but I don't have the cost yet, so I can only do this one at this moment. I will do that first. So you get a car. The car is set up like it is set up. You have to deal with what you get. You can't restart, you can't retry in these online events. You only get one go at it. So if you crash your car completely damaged, yeah, well, then you kind of retired and you will get almost nothing tomorrow if you come back. So we'll see. So what are we doing? We are doing Little Hill Clubman circuits, which is the medium circuit. And it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's basically a final that you only have to do. No heats, no semi-finals, just a final race, I think. Yep. So what you have to do is try to win it to get 25 points, and also try to do it in as fast time as possible. So what is a rallycross? It's 6 laps in a final, and one of those laps you have to take a joker lap, which is basically an extra part on the circuit that you have to take. You take it whenever you want. You can take it in the first lap, you can take it in the last lap. But if you don't take it, you will get a penalty of 15 seconds, I believe, or maybe even more, or even get disqualified for, as they call it, docked. So make sure you take the joker lap. So we are driving DS3. You can check the event information, standings. But as you can see, there is not just such a thing as setup. So you can't set up the car as you want it. So you have to try to figure out what they are giving you. It's midday Sunday, sunny, so that's okay. Off we go.
Use the joker lap to your advantage. You only need to take it once. If you miss it, you'll get a time penalty.
Because I've driven these tracks already, obviously I kinda know them. I just don't know the car they've given me, and apparently it oversteers a lot. I'm in the lead, so what I want to do basically is get as far ahead as possible, and then somewhere try to find the time to do the Joker lap. Because you don't want to end up in traffic, so... Oh, it's this final is only 4 laps. So in that case I'm gonna Joker now.
No place is lost. Good job.
And still in the lead, so that's okay. If I don't mess up, that is. That's completed, and I've won in a time of 2:16. No idea what that's worth compared to the community or the other players. We will find that out tomorrow when I log on. I will get credits for this race, depending on the time I've set compared to other players. So you will get credits for bottom tier, middle tier, top tier, depending where you finished. So I'm gonna, so next up we will do the Rally Championship. So I've done the online event, which I could do. I can't do the others because I don't have the cars yet to participate in those. So next up we will do Rally Open Championship. So I'm gonna 1960s, it's the only car. So I'm gonna use this car, the Mini. And the first rally we have to do is Greece. 4 stages in Greece. So I'm gonna stop the video here because of upload time. If I make the videos too long, it takes ages to upload to YouTube, and so I'm gonna split them up. So I will post this probably in the online list I've made on my YouTube channel, and then I will start a new one, starting from this screen with the championship career play. I will post that under the career play list I've made. So bye for now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.